September is almost here, so I'm gonna tell you how I spend my summer. My summer started a week earlier than my classmates, and it actually started with a trip to the mountains with mine and my cousin's families. We stayed in a town called Moldovenești. I honestly had great fun. We visited towns that were nearby. I think that was my favorite part of the trip for some reason. It wasn't something special, but I had fun walking around, just talking, chilling. It was really quiet and peaceful. We would just get out of the car and walk around, talk with people that live there, or just go to a store and buy some snack and walk around, buy things from nearby shops. I guess I really like that part. We also went to the Pride Celine for my cousin. I've already been there 2 times, now 3. Also, I'm quite scared of heights, and there's an elevator there that leads to a higher platform, on the highest platform, and it's almost to the ceiling of the cavern. It was quite scary. I had this fear that we're gonna fall, which is hopefully impossible. But it was quite fun, pushing myself to the edge and just like looking down, because why not? It can't do any harm. What else did we do? Also, there's a lake there, so we went with boats on the lake. My mom didn't come because she's scared, very scared of waters, and it's also almost pitch black in there, so you can't really see the lake and the cavern walls or anything, so I guess you can explain her fear. We also went hiking one of the days. I loved it. I loved it so much, and so did my cousin. I think she liked it more than me. I'm more of a beach person, but we also saw a snake there. My uncle yeeted my little cousin. She almost stepped on it, but it was fine. Nobody was harmed. But it was a really cute snake. And we saw a lot of reptiles. My aunt almost told us to go back because she is very scared of snakes. But overall, it was fun. Also, my aunt has this guilty pleasure for shopping, so we obviously went to the mall for a bit, and I bought some books. And I did manage to read one of them while we were still there. And also, there is a pool at the place where we stayed, so it was really enjoyable. I swam a lot. I don't really do it anymore because of COVID. I haven't had time to, not exactly time, but just we haven't really gone to public pools, but we stayed at the pool there. And I guess that was our trip to the mountains. Overall, it was great. Almost every night we stayed up until 1 a.m. just outside and staring at the sky and talking. Mostly me, my dad, and my uncle, and sometimes even my mom, but my aunt and cousin went to sleep. And also, while we were there, it was my cousin's 4th birthday. So that was lovely. This summer, I also had time to catch up with my childhood best friend. We still sometimes talk over the phone, but it's different, being outside with her. I spend my summer, well, most of my summers I spend them with her. We live in the same neighborhood. We're really close by. But in the middle, while school, we don't really have time, and we don't go to the same school anymore, so we had to catch up during the summer. But it was fun, and I'm still hanging out with her. But I'm glad I got to see her again after about 8 months. Also, I spend a lot of times on my grandparents. My dad has been renovating for the past year and a half, so the conditions are better now. So I stayed most of my I spend most of my vacation there. I would usually go for a week at a time, and it's not like I have much to do. There's not a lot of kids my age there, almost none. And I grew up there mostly. I lived in the city, but I would go there at least once a week when I was younger. I haven't spent a lot of time lately in the past 3 years, but when I was younger, I would go there once a week at least, no matter the season. But I didn't grow up with any kids there. I guess there were differences between us for some reason, so I just didn't get the chance. So it's not like I have friends there, honestly. I only know a girl there, but she's 19, so there's a 6-year difference between us, so we're not exactly friends. But when I'm staying there, I learned how to cook. Well, not exactly learned, because I knew how to cook.